All right. We have once again a video part three. The video is brought to you by High Frequency Radio. Please go like, share, and subscribe. This video is used for entertainment and educational purpose and fair use. Please go like and subscribe to High Frequency Radio and let them know that Larry James 965 sent you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Distinguish you from a cow.
True.
All right, let me keep going. Let me keep. I ain't finished. I'm not finished. It goes on to say right here, and this is what I really want you to see. It says, it was real hard. He says, many men, by reason of their ignorance.
Morning, Sly. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Larry. How are you doing today, brother?
Hang on. I can't hear you. I don't know why. Let me
Wait,
try this. Try that.
wait a minute. Can you hear me,
Nope.
brother?
What the hell?
Can you hear me? No. Oh, brother, sisters.
I heard you there for a second. Hang on. There we go.
Hello, and sisters. I hear echo.
What was that?
I heard
You're breaking up.
echo.
No, you're breaking up.
I hear an echo.
All right. How about now?
About now. Yes.
You still hear an echo?
Not now.
All right. Cool. How you doing today?
Fantastic.
What?
Fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
How you doing today?
Oh, fair to Midland. Better than some, worse than others, you know.
Well, you got to let go of the worse than others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
I said I understand that.
Yeah. So, yeah, you cut us short yesterday, man. I came back to you and you was gone.
Yeah, I was. There's been different things going on. Uh, Part of it's been me figuring stuff out. Part of it's been YouTube. Part of it's been StreamYard, and other parts I think people have been messing with me. But hey, it's all part of life. We got to
Yeah.
take the good with the bad and build ourselves and make ourselves better.
Well, one thing I heard Moose say, and I say this often too, this 5G system and these networks and stuff, you have to reset them more than you think. You know what I mean? Like shit'll go out and you'll think it's your stuff, but it's theirs. It's the network. You know what I mean? So sometimes, like Lou said, and I say this a lot too, that sometimes you have to like go all the way out, close everything up, and come back.
Yeah, I turn everything off at night and redo that every night. But yeah,
Yeah,
even
talking about during the day, even while you're on the stream, like say if you're on the stream 3 or 4 hours, you still should, reset because the signals are being as though you're dealing with people all over the world. All our signals are different, right?
right.
So, to keep up with the time or to keep up with the frequency, you got to reset. Because sometimes, like even when you say I'm echoing or whatever, when my stuff be sounding weird or whatever, when I go out and close everything and then come back, it's better. But if you just go out and just come right back in, You're not resetting anything. You have to reset the network.
Uh, um, I had a brain fart. uh,
So that yeah, that's all. It's. I mean, I heard when Moose said it yesterday. He was trying to explain to people because it is true. You got people from Canada, you got people from here, you got people from there, you got people with different time zones. You know what I mean?
right, and I think though too that well somebody was saying the other day that they know that they were messing with their viewers and their signals and stuff too. So it's just all kinds of things we got to contend with. It's part of the game.
Yeah, but I'm still saying I'm still trying to be reasonable with the assumption or with the notion that still instead of getting paranoid and thinking it's something else, just think about we're in different time zones, different parts of the world. So our signals and our frequencies aren't going to be the same.
Oh yeah, I understand. I know what you're saying.
And about like, people keep saying StreamYard this, StreamYard that. But you gotta remember is if there's so many people on the networks at one time, you're gonna have glitches. Even when say it's I'm at a parade, right? And everybody and their mama is on live.
Right,
I'm
right,
signal.
right.
It has nothing to do with StreamYard or YouTube.
Yeah,
It's the network.
right.
Yeah. So a lot of people
Oh
don't
yeah,
know
I
that.
don't think it's any one thing. I think, like it's saying, it's a bunch of things
Yeah,
lumped together, and
yeah,
you
but they
can't
keep
dwell
saying it's
about it because if you dwell about it, you're just going to create a problem that doesn't exist.
no, 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 no. This is why we have dialogue, Larry, so we can talk about these things, so maybe people can open up their minds and get a better understanding of what's happening, and they can stop, going every place they go. Oh, StreamYard's messing with your stream. Da, 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 da. That's
That's what
pushing.
I was saying. That's what I was saying. Is it's not any one thing.
Yeah, I know. So all right. Can you elaborate that it's not any one thing? Like we can go on. Yes, it's not any one thing. Okay, let's move on to the next subject. You know what I mean? Can you elaborate? How do you know it might not be more than one thing? I'm trying to get you to talk to me, Larry. Come up here with these one word hitters, man. Come on,
Well,
man. You
I'm
know,
I'm agreeing with what you're saying. It's part of the network. It's a bunch of people.
I need you to elaborate on what you feel, what you
I
believe.
was. I was. Okay, I'll try again. I am agreeing with what you're saying that yes, a lot of times it can be just the network. When a lot of people get together, they clog up the network. There are times when it can be the network and YouTube and or StreamYard or just StreamYard or just YouTube, depending on their network too and how flooded they are. It's not like I'm saying it. I believe it's not any one thing. Kind of like, oh, it's all YouTube, it's all StreamYard.
I
I'm sure
understand.
they play their little games, but
I
at the same
disagree.
time, I don't think, like I said, it's any one thing. And if you focus that it is on one thing, you could be digging your own rabbit hole.
I disagree with the StreamYard and the YouTube. If you don't have to get the updates and all of that, if you don't keep your shit updated, you're gonna have problems. That's all I'm saying. Whether people want to believe me or believe you or whatever, it don't matter to me. I'm just putting it out there that it's the vibes, the system. You know what I mean? They don't want us working together. Period. Networks. They don't want us to network together. Period.
Right.
So did you see me this morning?
Did I see what this morning?
Did you see me this morning?
No, I apologize.
No, you ain't got to apologize. I was on Z's. Uh, I was on Z's panel this morning.
Yeah,
'Cause
I really haven't been on YouTube very much at all. I've been concentrating on doing other things.
Is that why you bought a new soundboard? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop. You bought a new soundboard not to be on YouTube.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna be on YouTube. I said I haven't been on YouTube very much lately.
Yo, your feelers, man. Your feelers.
Okay.
um, what I was gonna tell you? Oh, so this guy you playing, right? Um, I haven't subbed to the channel yet. So who is he and what does he do?
His name of his YouTube is High Frequency Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Nubs has heard of him and watched him, and he feels that he's got a lot of, and as I do, feel like he's got a lot of good information, a lot of good knowledge. I might not agree with everything the man says, but I believe it gives us
Knowledge of what?
somewhere to investigate on our own,
Knowledge
to
of
see if
what?
it, what?
Knowledge of what?
Rights, freedom, how our court system works, how our legal system works. Um, all the stuff that we like to learn about. It's like I never noticed this video I'm been playing is citizen uh, citizen with a capital C and a citizen with a little c and state with a big S and a state with a little s. I never noticed that before. Uh, I don't really pay attention to shit like that, and I should probably do so, especially now that my eyes have been open. I'm definitely going to concentrate on, those little things. Sometimes those little things can make a big difference.
So what's the difference?
He's saying, uh, the little state is the corporate, and the big state is the private, basically.
So where is the little state printed? Where do you see United States printed in small letters?
He was saying it's basically everywhere, in the court systems, on your tickets, in laws, in all kinds of places, basically. It's like everything else. It's in front of our face. They give us these little bits of information here and there, and then mix it up with their, lies and deceits and, this, that, the other. So you have to really pay attention to them, and most of us could just get caught up in life, and we don't look when we should.
Have you?
I am now that I've been aware of it, yes.
Did you look up the difference between the capital and the small?
You broke up, I couldn't hear you.
Did you look up between the difference between the capital and the small? Did you research that yourself and find out exactly what he was talking about?
No, I wanted to listen to everything the video had to say and then go from there.
Okay. Well, it's best, right, when you watching a video and sharing it with others, right? You kind of want to have also your own commentary and your own understanding about what the video is about, right? You know what I mean? You want to have, so anybody asks you anything, you'd be able to, just like I'm asking you, did you research and see exactly you know, the little United States and the big United States.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah, because like, so I'm here, but now I gotta go do the research.
Well, that's kind of what I figure is, we can all learn this information together and then do our own research as
Yeah,
we
but
choose.
you've been playing his videos for the past 3, 4 days,
This is
basically.
the third day, the third part to be the last part. I broke it up into 3 parts because it was 3 hours long.
Yeah, so when you like I said, so when you're
You're
doing
breaking
that.
up again.
Sorry, when you're doing that and you're breaking it up, breaking it down, or whatever, at least each part you want to have your own commentary, your own understanding, your own, to get the people here interested in listening to it. Larry, you understand where I'm coming from?
Right. No, I understand that.
Playing it on your channel doesn't get people interested in it. How you feel about it and how you reacting to it and stuff like that is what gets people to come and talk about it and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'm trying to get you to understand. When we do these things, we have to have a purpose of doing them, not you know just because it's there and it looks interesting. So I'm gonna play it. That's quickly. You want to have a purpose on your channel, Larry. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm just mind's wandering. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry what you wondering about, buddy.
Um, all kinds of BS, I guess. I'm getting inside my head and I shouldn't. You know,
Okay.
I'm still learning, about people, places and things, I guess.
And what circumstance are you talking about?
Um I wanna I wanna sort things out really a little bit before I get into it because right now, I'm a little emotional, so I don't want that to come out, basically.
Okay. Okay. And I want to tell you this too, from the bottom of my goddamn heart. You don't let these niggers and these YouTube streets stop you from being emotional. If you want to be emotional and you want to fucking cry, you cry, buddy. Okay? Because people, oh, no, if because I see a lot of these guys suppressing when they probably need to fucking cry.
Yeah,
You
as right now, it's not me so much as far as crying, it's
know?
me more of, I get cert I still have a lot of anger in my soul, uh, and I know there's times, when I get in certain situations, sometimes I can say something and not, lack of better words, get triggered. And then there's other times I know in my heart and my soul that if I did say something, I'm going to be a fool. So I just walk away, I gather my thoughts, and then I assess the situation from there and I calm down. And then once I calm down, I'll decide, if I want to address what, the problem was or just leave it alone and go on my way, basically. You're muted.
Okay. So what's going on?
Uh, like I said, I want to sort things out right now because my head's not in the right place, and I don't want to say the wrong thing for myself and others. I guess I don't know.
Well, are you good with me?
Oh yeah, no, we're cool. I mean, I love you. I always love you. I trust you uh, on these YouTube streets like no other. You've been one of the few people that have been very honorable, very respectful, very down to earth. And now you fucking got me doing this shit. You're the first goddamn person in my fucking life, Shy, that has ever cared about me, that I've just met fucking off the street, and it's just, eh, I don't know. You're muted.
It's kind of windy out here, so I had to mute. But I'm listening to you. I appreciate you, and I can't, I guess that's kind of what I was talking to Z about this morning. It's like, when you get to know me and accept me for who I am, right, and stop trying to label me or profile me or stuff like that. You really got a good person. You know what I mean? But it's just so much of the people not knowing how to be themselves and enjoying other people. It gets me caught up a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I have seen so many beautiful people with good thoughts and ideas and good, uh, I don't know, good, the good of others. But the problem is, we all talk about our community and this and that and the other thing. And for the most part, there is no community. It's who we can, we get inside our egos. It's who we can throw out, who we can make fun of. Oh, we could do a bit and basically say, anything we want. Uh, kill people, do kids, whatever. Oh, it was a bit, so it makes it okay. I don't understand any of that thought, any of that process. I don't think it's a good use of somebody's time. I think if we all worked together and got out of our egos a little bit more, we could create something. I believe that also that's part of the system is they want us fighting against each other. They don't want us working together because they knew if we did that they'd be in trouble.
So you see why I'm the way I am, right? When it comes down to the metaverse or even in my real life, I make the choices for myself, right?
Right.
Um, I don't allow. Well, all right. So there was an incident where uh, Tommy was using the N word a lot, but he was kind of. Christo said he wasn't directly, or Patrick said he wasn't directly talking to Joe Cool. So kinda, it's just a word. People get all bent out of shape over a word. But my feeling is, if you know your intent by using that word, right? And you're trying to trigger somebody, get somebody up, angry or argue with you about you constantly using that word or constantly trying to profile melanin people, you know what I mean? Like if you're constantly doing that every time one show up, that's going to keep me away from you, right?
Right.
That's going to make me not want to support you.
Right.
Anybody that even, like I had to kind of talk to Z this morning, he was like, well, since it was Joe Cool and I don't, I got feelings with whatever with Joe Cool that I'm okay with it. And I'm like, no. So they're saying if you disagree with me, you're okay with people calling me a bunch of N-words,
Yeah,
right?
I don't understand that type of.
It's just them trying to trigger us, so we can argue and fight, and they can point the finger. Oh yeah, I knew you was like that. I Then they want to point the finger at us and say we're racist, right? When
Right.
we defend our stands, we the racist ones. When we get upset, we're the racist ones, right? But you don't see me with the intent going on in these YouTube boxes calling y'all a bunch of white hunkies.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't
Oh
do
yeah.
that. That's not my that's not being honorable and responsible to just go in, these YouTube streets. Hello, brothers. Hello, brothers. Yeah, to go in these YouTube streets and just start, I just can't do it. And then whatever they got going, whatever they do, far as Joe Cool is concerned, it's like, yo, take that up with him, right? Why he not there? Call him a bunch of N words, or if he was there, like, what made you think that that was okay to even do that? What was your intent,
Right.
right? And then another thing, they got a problem with the way we stand up for our rights and freedoms. Joe Cool records the police or whatever. He goes to police in check and accountable or whatever he does, right? That's his truth. That's what he does. We can't knock him for what he does and how he stands on his truth.
Right.
Just because he doesn't do it like you doesn't make him now he's profiled. I can't stand when they say, oh, don't get out there, you might get shot. What the fuck? Why do y'all think all black neighborhoods or all melon, whatever? Why do y'all think that, everywhere we go, somebody's going to get robbed? You know why? Because the mainstream media does that to y'all. The mainstream media tells you, oh, it was a shooting and the kid in black shot another black, da 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 da, and y'all run with that shit, right? I've been on this land all my last week is the first time I ever saw somebody with gunshot wound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so just because the
That's all
mainstream media,
president fear bullshit.
huh?
Keep us in fear, you know.
Right. That's what it is. That's what it is. So we can vote for their president. So we can vote for them to dictate to us how we should live our life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't need a dictator. I don't need somebody that tells me how to live. I
Right.
can live for my damn self. And I keep hearing these people still using sovereign citizens. You ignorant fucks. You
Yeah.
can't be sovereign and a citizen. They
Right.
don't go together. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Larry. I get passionate and I just start blabbing.
Oh no, I love it when you get that way. I think it's good.
Yeah, but people don't want to see it. When you start counting, you know, Joe Cool for what he does, that's saying, we all gotta be alike, or I'm gonna call you a bunch of niggers. The
Right.
fuck? You know what I
Right.
mean? You gotta be on our side, or I'm gonna call you a bunch of niggers. Huh? Or you gotta agree with me, or I'm gonna call you a bunch of niggers. Huh?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Because if I walk down the street, I bet you any amount of money, if I walk past every white person I saw and said, "What's up, hunky?" they gonna have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Because that's not how you greet people.
Right.
Your human race, your fellow human man, you don't greet them out of nothing but maybe sir or ma'am. If you want to label them,
Well, that's the problem with a lot of people is, they want to be respected, but they don't want to respect others. And it's like, what happened to treating each other as the same?
because the government gave certain people privilege.
Right. No, I understand that. I'm just saying in general public.
We were having a discussion. Not no, I understand. No, we having a discussion. Yeah, I'm not trying to change what you saying. We're having a
No, I
discussion.
wasn't. Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
you keep going. No, I was. No, we having a discussion. I'm not trying to change what you saying. right? So you don't have to defend it. No, I wasn't saying. You don't have to do that. You understand now?
I get what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying, homie. Like even on my block, right? I had to like, separate myself from these drinkers. I keep I keep trying to like be, look out for them, hang out with them a little bit, be funny with them. But then they get drunk and want to shit on you. You know what I mean? They get drunk, drink your shit, and then turn around and cuss you the fuck out, right? And then when I say something like that, well, like, damn, I just came out here, looked out for you, and now you just turning on me. All right, I'm like, I don't get it. So I'm not supposed to say anything if I come out and spend my money, my hard earned money, right, on a bottle for y'all to drink, right? And then after you finish drinking my shit, you start giving me your ass to kiss. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, please correct me and help me understand, am I wrong or am I right? Because they think I'm wrong for throwing it back up in their face when, like I said, right after they finish drinking your shit, get drunk, then they want to cuss you out.
Right.
So am I wrong for saying something like, well, Dad, you drank my shit, now you want to cuss me out? Am I wrong?
No, I think you're pointing out the actions that they're doing, and their actions aren't right.
Appreciate it, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But see, they don't know none of that because that's not what they practice amongst each other.
Right.
Right? So all they know is, drink every day, we family, we love each other, then cuss each other out, and then the next day we family, we love each other, then we go cuss each other out. Fuck out of
Yeah.
here, man. I'm not
Vicious
going with that
circle.
bullshit. Huh?
It's a big vicious circle.
It's a fuck it's dysfunction.
Right.
It's a bunch of dysfunction. That's what it is. And then they don't understand that I don't have to be dysfunctional. They have to take their shit, right? So I can
Right.
sit on my porch, drink by myself, smoke by myself, listen to my music by myself. Hey, ain't gotta be bothered with nobody's dysfunction. And that's what I'm saying in these YouTube streets, right? I certain people, I don't know, they just shady. I just don't like shady folks. You know what I mean? I'm just a no nonsense person. You wanna be shady to me? I ain't gotta be bothered with you. That's how I feel.
Right. Well, we've all said, when you hang around negativity, uh, it surrounds itself, and if you're, true with your heart, you don't want to be surrounded by that negativity, so you go somewhere else.
Kind of, sort of, and I hear that a lot in these YouTube streets, right? But see, I like engaging with the people in the chats. I like also engaging with people up on the panels, when I'm in the chat, right?
Right.
Now, if you're doing something I don't like or I don't support, yes, then I have a choice.
Right. That's what I was saying.
I can't hold you responsible for what comes out of your mouth and I don't agree with it. Well, I mean, like, if I'm to support you. If I support you, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Right.
If I don't want to support you, fuck you, you can say what you want, right? The streets, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can say what you like, like Z said, you can do what you just don't let me catch you in these streets.
Right.
Right? I mean,
There you
look,
go.
back me up all the way. 100.
Right.
She asked me, how do I feel about, women and the men of, women not being it. I guess he was basically saying, do I feel like women aren't heard enough in the metaverse? And what I noticed though is when women come up with strong opinions or boisterous or whatever, The guys don't really like it. They don't. And they've showed me quite a few of them. I'm talking about even before I came in this community, right? They showed me they don't like boisterous. You're supposed to sit back and, observe, speak when you're spoken to.
Yeah. The old bullshit saying, "Oh, women should know their place." What
Yeah,
the fuck?
out of here.
What the fuck? Am I don't know. I don't understand that
Men,
attitude.
men should have known their place. You know what I mean? No,
Right.
they don't know their place. Especially when they come around messing with me, they don't know their place,
There
Larry.
we go. Gotta get right with Sly.
Yeah, but I appreciate Z, but see, they tried. They also, even Christos, they tried to backslide a little bit. Oh well, I find it funny. No, then if you find calling me a bunch of N words funny, I can't fuck with you.
Right.
Right? I can't fuck with you. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Like if that's how you think that you want to treat me, in that manner of saying, "Oh, it's only a word." I can call her a bunch of N words all I want. It's only a word. Oh no, hell no.
Well, and kind of what gets me along that same line is, they say, "Oh, I could basically do or say anything I want and just, tell you it's a bit and it makes it okay." I don't I don't understand that, especially like calling, the people the N word and all that stuff. That's like you said, that's just to piss somebody off, to cause an argument,
Right,
because everybody knows that's not just a word you just throw around.
right. That's what I'm saying. You can't say, okay, I go down the street to all of my white neighbors and say, hey, hunky, how you doing, hunky? Doing white man. You know what I mean? I like that. That's just rude. It's just ignorant. It doesn't show any honorable. You know what I mean. It doesn't show anything. It shows ignorance and rudeness and all that kind of shit. I'm 60 years old. I'm not going to be walking down the street just being rude to people because I can. The fuck out of
Well,
here.
it basically you're not respecting yourself, let alone anybody else.
Exactly. And if you find it funny,
Exactly.
you got a discrepancy with somebody and you find it funny
Then
that that
you
I'm
need
calling
to
that
care.
I don't like him. So yeah, it's funny that you calling them a bunch of niggas. Huh?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's just childish to me. I don't like her, so I'm gonna call her ugly. Huh?
Or toothless.
Yeah, like, I don't like her, so I'm gonna talk about her gaps. Okay. Now see shit like that you can do, right? Bust on me. You can bust on me. I don't have no problem with that. But you won't be calling me a bunch of N words because you think you can. No,
Right.
it don't work like that. And if people need to get out of that, oh, it's only a word. You gotta see where that word derived from. It didn't derive from people just using the word nigger. Okay? It didn't come from that. It came from them labeling us because we was a different complexion.
Right.
And they thought that we were different, we were dirty because we were black. So who wants to be called a bunch of niggers when they come up on these damn platforms? Unless it's my homie. Now me and Joe homies, right? Homies, right? We cool with each other, right? I'll be like, Joe, cool, that's my nigga. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
It's a different thing.
Right.
But I'm not gonna go on an all white panel and be like, "Oh, you white honkies, my nigga." You understand what I'm saying,
Oh
right?
yeah.
I
Right.
wouldn't do that. I don't care if I got a little beef with you or not. I'm not going to, like I say before, I got a beef with you. So because I know you got a disability, I'm hit you in the disability. Huh?
Yeah,
No, beef, you got a beef with me, man up. Give me your best shot. Don't attack my illness. Don't attack my wife. Don't attack my child. Me.
exactly.
You know what I mean? Me. Come at me. Let's give it your best shot. You know what I mean? Y'all, I mean, I see them all of them do it. Result to some old personal shit, right? No, you can't talk about my mother. My mother ain't had nothing to do with this. You know
Yeah,
what
exactly.
I mean? Shit, you got beef with me? Tell me what your beef is. Don't put my mama, my uncle, my grandmama, my child, they're all up in it. I call that a bunch of bitch shit.
Or what's always good too is, if they have a beef with somebody else, now it's your problem that they have a beef with somebody else. Like, what the
Yeah, I'm supposed to jump on the bandwagon. I'm supposed to laugh at the fact that y'all called Joe Cool a bunch of niggers. No, that ain't me. That's
right,
like every time Rob come up on the panel, every time Joe Cool come up on the panel, somebody got some black jokes to tell. Fuck out of here, yo. Have respect. Treat people like you want to be treated. Stop treating people like, I mean, just because you can do it. I got to open whatever policy in my chat. People can say what they want. Or I got an open policy on my panel. People can say what they want. If I come up on your shit and you don't know how to respect me, we got problems, right? Because I'm not going to be disrespectful to you, so I don't expect you to even let nobody else disrespect me in your house, because that's your house, right?
right,
So we having a back and forth, and he start calling me a bunch of N words. See, I'm expecting you because it's your house to shut that shit down, but no,
right,
oh, I found it funny. Oh, well, it's an open policy in my. So I found it fun. I laughed at it. It was funny. That goes to show how ignorant and slow you are. Because ain't nothing funny about somebody sitting up there just calling you a bunch of N words because they can. That's not funny.
right. And that just shows their mentality.
Exactly. And just because you want them up on your panel and they bringing you content to your show, right? You'll just go along with anything. So that's what I'm saying about OTW. He's a go along, get along guy. He'll go along with anything as long as you can sit up on it, long as you sit up on his panel and buy him coffee. And that's
Right.
pathetic. Clip that. Fucking
Yeah.
go along, get along, and yo, you can sit you want on, man. Here, yo. I gotta take this call. I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Oh shoot. I think I messed up. Yeah, but don't go. Damn it. Um, we're going back. I'm getting a video ready here again. Apologize for the delay.
ignorance in the Latin tongue think that animals is a beast, whereas it signifies a living creature. They tell you right there that people in their ignorance attribute, and the real word animal comes from the word animate, to be alive. That's why it's a living creature. Right? Something that's animated is something that is alive. So you are an animal, but the meaning that's been ascribed to the word on everyday parlance on the street is one thing, but they use the real meanings of words. Now, in this goods, you see it says unborn animals. They have a security interest in unborn animals. What do you think your birth certificate is?
I believe
What
it's
do you think a marriage certificate is?
Are you asking me, or you just is that like it's a certificate, it's a bond, I guess you would call it.
It's a certificated security.
Correct.
That's what it is.
That's what that is. So
they have an interest in your labor, and they have an interest in your marriage. And some of these marriage licenses say the product of this union belongs to the state. So this is how deep people need to go. This is the reason why this is the reason why guys start doing this secure party creditor process and getting a birth certificate. And then people will try to say, well, the birth certificate, that's some type of myth, or something like that. And I'm looking at it, and you got to look at these people crazy, because I study trust law, and I'm 100% convinced that's what it is now, because I know when you start studying unincorporated business organizations. Now, on my birth certificate, I got it right here in front of me right now. I got my birth certificate right here in front of me. I was born in Texas. I was born in Dallas, Texas. And we got a nice looking one. It looks real nice. And right at the bottom of it says American Banknote Company. So I had to say, well, damn, why is American Banknote Company making birth certificates? So y'all know me. I went and researched American Banknote Company. I went and researched them. I pulled them up, and lo and behold, they are on Wikipedia. And it says, the American Banknote Company was a major worldwide engraver of national currency and postage stamps. Currently, it engraves and prints stock and bond certificates. That's all they do is stock and bond certificates. So, what is
hang on.
A stock and bond security.
It's a security.
Yeah.
So they got a security interest in goods.
Well, that goods again. That is something that is for being going to be sold for profit.
Oh well, the man is a genius. They trading your birth certificate on the stock market, man.
I agree with you with that, but getting back to my initial point about commerce.
Okay.
If I go to the store and purchase something.
If you're over 64, it's important you see this. My neighbor.
Oh, no, she's gone, damn it. I apologize. I was in the... There we go. I was in the restroom.
Thanks for sharing, Larry. All right, Larry, got another question for you, my brother.
All right.
With some of this stuff that there's some of the stuff that this gentleman is saying. Have you heard any of it before?
Oh, yeah.
Where?
All kinds of different places.
Do you ever hear it from El Perro Wizard?
Yeah, I mean, he was talking about the postage stamps and stuff here, too, so.
Yeah, the only reason I say that is because we want to try to help promote certain things like Wizard's channel. Wizard talks a lot about the United States and the birth certificate and the notes and all of that kind of stuff. So it's trying to put.
Right. No, Wizard's a very, very knowledgeable man, and I really like the way he
put his dick in our mouth.
No, I like the way he breaks the words
Larry.
apart.
Had to put his
You
dick in
know?
his mouth, right? We just want people to know that Wizard is he has all this information on his channel. Like, share, and subscribe to El Pero. He talks a lot about this same stuff that this young man is talking about.
Correct. Yeah, this guy that we're watching, he's got a lot of wealth of information. I've been watching him off and on for a couple years, but I haven't really concentrated on too much, about the process and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah, do you watch any of El Pero's videos?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry about the wind, people. There's nobody in your chat, Larry. I guess they're all the morning shows and got on the way.
Yeah, but for me, I would rather have one real honest person up with me than a
Okay.
bunch of hater or followers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a real conversation than a bunch of games.
They gonna hate. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was talking to him. He got on some banging ass kicks, right? And I call him. Look. I'm telling my people about you, right? I call him the OG. Wait a minute, the GQ OG, because his outfits, man. Listen, he puts his sneakers out, his boots, and all his shoes out, right? Then he opened up the closet, right? Was up the closet. He said, "Okay, this pair goes with that outfit. This pair goes with that outfit." So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. He got his OG gear on. All right, man. See you later here. Yeah. So
Looks nice out there today.
it is. It is. Just gotta clean up all this fucking trash. Though people don't, and they just don't care. You know what I mean? They just don't care. Then they
Yeah, it's like down the road, where they all hang out down there at the corner. There's certain people that do clean up, but the majority of them just don't care.
I got the same problem on the corner where right there. Yup.
Yeah, it's like there's this one business owner. He could do something, I believe, about what's going on because I believe it's part of his property. But he's kind of easygoing like me, and I, I've seen he's got trampled on a couple times, and like myself, we get complacent with that, and like myself, I need to stand in my own square, basically.
I guess. I
Well,
miss you.
you know what I mean. Just standing up for myself and my rights, my freedom, my truth. You know, because most of my time I always performed. I was there for everybody basically, but me. And that didn't get me anywhere.
How's the trash situation going?
It They actually cleaned up.
How's your trash situation going?
Yeah, all that's solved.
Solved? How is it solved? How was it solved?
Well, with family, sometimes family butt heads anyway. And we both got basically out of our feelers and said, hey, I basically said, are we going to do this together or am I going to have to get my own shit? And we
Blah,
decided to do it
blah, blah,
together.
blah, 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 blah. Until they get tired. I mean, until they get broke and want to try it again. Blah, 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 blah. I told you to stand tall, put your chest out, and say, hey, I'm not going through this. We're not negotiating anymore because you broke the contract. I mean, you got to stop letting people just, oh, okay, I'm going to settle for this time until it happens again.
I understand what you're saying, but at the
But
same time, I feel we were both basically in our feelers when we shouldn't have been.
so wait, so you're telling me that when they approached you about this whatever $150 bill and they asked you to pay half of it, um,
But you see, he gave half the money back that I had $75 out for him, and then he gave me back 30 of it. So I paid what I thought I was supposed to pay in the first place.
all right, we're gonna go. We're going. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm gonna have to like rehash this a little bit, because you know I remember how you felt that day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I remember how they approached you that day, right?
right,
And I remember how you felt about the way they approached you, right?
right.
So you said, I guess that later on, y'all was back at it again, right? And then y'all said he said some things, you said some things, and da 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 da, right?
Well, it basically all happened to begin with, and then when we approached each other again, like I said, we got out of our feelers, and
We got out of, or did? Come on, man, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop taking on somebody else's behavior and stuff, Larry. Stop
I'm
carrying.
taking responsible for my actions.
And uh, your actions was. All right, I guess, you know, you do what you got to do for you, Larry. I just don't, you know, I noticed that it's a pattern of yours, right? You go through something and then you negotiate to make them feel better.
You're right. I'm I'll look at what you're showing me, and
Do you understand what I'm saying?
no, yeah, I totally you're 100% right. That's what I've done 99% of my life. And if I'm still doing it, I need that's why I love you, because
Yeah, I mean, you know, we only allow people to do what we allow to do, right? So if we keep negotiating to keep the peace for them, what the fuck are we doing with ourselves? For
yeah,
our
you're right.
making the peace for them. We don't want them to be upset with us, so we're gonna negotiate for them. Not negotiate for ourselves and make ourselves feel better. We're gonna negotiate and make things right with them so they can feel better.
I know. You're right.
When you know, just like me, like I said, I'm taking a stand on being on this corner with these dysfunctional groups. I can't blame them for the way I feel. I can only blame myself because I put myself in that situation. But if I remove myself from that situation, then I can't blame nobody, right? I can let go of the blame.
Right.
Can't even make myself a victim because I put myself in that situation.
That's true. Very true.
So until I take a stand for myself and say, hey, I know that this is not for me, right? And this is not where I want to be. And I don't need to be taking on nobody else's bad behavior because they fit in their feelings. So let me just keep peace and just say, okay, I'll pay. As long as we're happy. Then the third of next month. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be, please.
Huh?
I said, don't be sorry, please.
Time and damn, he got down here early today too. All right, Larry. Together, man. Put it together. It's all right, man. It's all right. You know I'm here for you. I ain't gonna tell you nothing to hurt you. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear and what you want to hear.
I know.
I hear people, you keep negotiating with people so they can to protect their feelers. It's not good.
Yeah, you're right.
Not your feelers. Who fixes your feelers?
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about your feelings.
You, I need to take my vitamin.
Oh my God. Oh my oh my freaking God. What I tell you about them damn vitamins?
I know, and I didn't listen.
Have to be you have to be what's the word? What's the word? Consistent.
Consistent. Yeah.
Because if you not like me, I'm not consistent, right? But I'm but I'm telling you. But just because those vitamins help you in a certain manner, right? You should always have them in your system at the right time, at a consistent time, so they can work right.
I was actually surprised how much just a simple vitamin has helped me. I didn't take any forever, and then when I first started taking them, it was like it helps a lot. I mean, it's
Then and then
amazing.
and then sometimes you forget, and then when you get emotional, then you remember, then you say, "Oh shit, let me take my vitamins." Nigga, take your vitamins first thing in the morning.
Right. No, you're right. I need to just set them on the counter, like you said, by the damn coffee pot. Give me a second.
Hello.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be on the side and go take my vitamin. I'll be right back.
Okay. If there's anybody in the chat listening, Moose, Nubs. Well, I know y'all probably not in the chat, but if you're listening, hi, good morning, great grand rising. I'm going to go check out the other people on OTWs, see what they doing over there. They better not be calling me a bunch of N words. Tell you that much. Oh shit! Nah, it's just the way you conduct yourself, man. You don't, A lot of people think the chaos is, that's mainstream. Chaos is mainstream. Chaos don't gotta be mainstream. Everybody ain't gotta be up for a fight all the time, right? I'm not up for a fight all the time, but I will straighten you out when I think you're just going a little bit overboard, right? And then two, if I don't support you, I ain't gotta fuck with you at all. Really. You can say what you want, do what you want. I ain't gotta mess with you at all. You know.
All right, I'm back.
So so what else is going on, Larry?
Uh, have you seen Nubs in the streets at all? Haven't
Last
seen him for a while.
last night.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He, he poor Dubs. My friend. He just can't, just Talcott has no respect for him at all. And
Yeah.
then these bootlickers, right? They want to put Nubs down just to satisfy Talcott. I don't get it. Nubs is more honorable and responsible than Talcott could ever be, right?
Right.
But the chat and all people, they want to dog Nubs because they want to hang out at Talcott's spot, right? I don't get it. Nobody
Well,
ever
it's kinda like
says,
I was talking about earlier, just having one real person up here with you instead of a bunch of go along, get along, suck my dick or whatever thing, I don't know. I don't see how that's showing you're a man, how you're standing up for your rights, your freedom, you know, uh, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot more I could say about it, but
well, yeah, I mean, you got to remember too, it's YouTube. Everybody doesn't have that real purpose, really. They say they do, but that's really not their real purpose. Their real purpose sometimes is just to get people up on their shit so they can get numbers up.
right. I don't understand that. It's kind of like we've heard a million times, let your yay be your nay and your nay be your nay, but it never, for a lot, doesn't seem to work out that way.
Everybody knows what they're doing, Larry, and I believe everyone knows what they're doing in these YouTube streets. It's just up to you and what you cipher out of it. You know what I mean? What you can get out of it and what you don't get out of it. And that's when
Right.
you move on and you go different places. Like I've been hanging out in the Trinity's Flat Earth. Been hanging out in his chat. I like what he said. I like his message. I like his
Uh,
truth.
Trinity 4 or something like that.
Yes.
I thought he was a round earther.
No, flat.
He's a flat also. Huh.
Yep. Yeah. So I've been hanging out there, getting some more understanding of the things that I've been thinking all my, as long as I've been awake. You know what I mean? Um,
Right.
when I started waking up and started really paying attention to certain things, I said, well, wait a minute. This is not what I was taught. I was taught something else. But we were
Right.
taught to be divided.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from when I say that? We were taught to be divided. That's why they came up with labels for everything, labels for religion, labels for this, label for people. That, you know what I mean? So we can have, it's always got, it can be a division. And they can say they have something to fight for. Oh, we have to fight for the LGBTQ. Oh no, they can't have no rights. Oh, we got to fight for the babies. Oh no, they can't have no rights. We fight for the babies, but we say a 10-year-old has to have a baby after she was raped.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like
Bullshit.
what are you really fighting for? And I think
Right.
all of that's just to keep us divided, keep us, going at it amongst each other so they can watch us, so they can see our stands.
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
Well, I wouldn't consider it something sad, um, because you don't have to carry it on your back, right? So it don't have to weigh you down. What you do is you lead by example and you make a change within yourself,
Right.
and people see it and might want to follow it.
Yeah. No doubt.
So nobody's in your chat, Larry.
Nope. Just you and me.
I can tell you where everybody is. Everybody's probably over at OTW's. Erm,
Oh yeah.
Erm,
Sure.
Erm's
No.
been hanging out now. You hear me?
What was that?
Erm's even hanging out in chats now.
Yeah.
Yup. I saw him
Erm's
yesterday.
cool.
Yeah, Erm's cool. Like all of these guys are cool. You just got to know how to take them.
Right.
And the ones that
The hardest part for me is trying to figure out if they're putting on a persona or if that's really them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, right?
I
You
didn't
can,
catch that you broke up.
I understand. You gotta do a room. Like you gotta kind of be able to read the room. Like
Right.
snap.
No, I understand reading the room, but I'm talking more about the
If
individual,
if
self.
if you listen to them though, if you listen to them, you can kind of really see where they are, who they are, what they are. Like I kind of see certain people like stirring the pot. Certain people just like sitting back and laughing. Certain people, you know what I mean? It's how they engage.
Right.
It's how you engage. I can engage in a good roasting. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a big difference though in a roasting and just being shallow and hurtful.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's what I was talking about. When you start talking about somebody's disability, when you start throwing their wife and their kid in it.
Yep. Yeah, that
Like,
happened last night.
yeah, your mama jokes is fun. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Yeah, but other than that, like I don't get into that, and that's why I went up on Z's thing this morning because I disagree with what he said. You know what I mean? How you gonna
Right.
say, because you don't like a person, it's okay to disrespect them or call them a bunch of, other than their name?
No doubt.
Yeah,
No
that's it.
doubt. Oh.
If you have a disagreement with me and you don't like me or whatever, that gives you a right to call me a bunch of N words. No, don't.
Well, like we were saying before, I just think that shows their mentality and who and what they're about.
Hmm. It does definitely. And it also shows my character too.
Oh yeah,
I'm not standing for it.
exactly.
No, I'm against it. I'm just totally against it. I just think that's a bitch ass move, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a low blow. It's like it's like myself. I don't like being, missing teeth and stuff like that, but I can't financially fix it, so I have to just live with it, uh, and then when people assume certain things because you don't have any teeth, that's their assumptions. We all we can all leave our assumptions at the door, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
See, and that's that eighth grade stuff. You know what I mean? That
yeah.
lunchroom book teasing and all that bullshit. You know.
I'm
Bustle
almost
me.
thinking I need to start shutting my gate.
Why?
Everybody uses my property to go down the other side of the park or
So
whatever.
why
I'm
you
thinking
think? Are you having a problem with them doing that?
I've had problems in the past. Some
Then don't think about it. Just close your damn gate.
That's what I was saying. I think I'm gonna.
Don't think about it. Close your damn gate.
I need to let Buster out. I'll be right back.
All right. I no. See unless you mean. I thought. Nah, get out! God damn it! Oh, fuck!
Who are you
I'm
yelling at your dog?
yeah, he just stepped all in the shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
looks
I
like
YouTube. He just stepped a paw full of shit, yo. Give me a second.
oh, yeah. Well, it looks like I got a car I got to work on today. I got to figure out why the window's not going up.
That's good.
Yeah, I haven't really done too much window stuff. I need to let this person know the dog's okay. Hang on.
Okay. Not there. Come here. Let me see. Let me see.
Sorry.
Let me see. Come here. Let me see. Sorry, Larry.
I'm sorry. What?
No, I'm talking to this badass dog. Sorry about that.
So, did you want to watch any more of this video? Ow. oh.
I have some things to say, so take it on the way and listen to me, to me. You have to seize my sense, release me with intent. It is not easy, please me.
What's going on, Moose?
You're gonna make them talk about you, Larry.
That's all right.
No, it's not. Yo, I'm up here with you, Larry. No, it's not okay.
Well, they're talking about me, not you. So,
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm talking about as far as your music and stuff like that.
well, I've never not claimed that I'm not a little crazy.
Well, I need you to be a little more sane when I'm up on your panel with you, right?
No fun.
Ha 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 ha.
You kind of got to work that in when when you really have a broadcast or a show. You know what I mean?
Got to deal with what you got when you got it.
You know I don't, right?
I do.
Okay, all right, yeah, go ahead. I keep trying to explain it to you.
Anyway, so did you want to watch any more of this video?
I thought I answered that question.
I didn't hear you.
I said I can look at that information on my own.
Oh, okay.
You know, you know what I mean? It's a lot of that stuff. I can research. I can kind of research on my own.
Right.
Like that don't need to be.
Can you hear me?
Now
We
we.
can hear you now.
Someone's fucking with me, man. Can't get
Yeah, what's
StreamYard
going
to
on?
work ever.
Have you checked for StreamYard updates?
What do you mean StreamYard updates? I clicked the link, man.
Yeah, but I mean, like just like any other, like YouTube have updates. Does your StreamYard might have updates as well?
I don't know how that would work.
They
No.
usually do it automatically.
Okay, I was just asking. You know, I'm not saying they do it.
Why the hell everybody walking on eggshells in here? What's going on?
What do you mean? Who's walking on eggshells?
Oh, I don't know. It just looks like Sly's walking on like space or something, like those space shoes. Her camera keeps like bouncing.
Because I'm gliding on air, brother.
So anyway, I looked up that name you gave me, and I can't find it anywhere. If you need to send me some kind of link or something.
I sent you the link.
Oh, I haven't looked again. I apologize.
It's all good.
You sent me a name. I didn't see a link.
What's
So
up,
how's
Lucy?
that? Whoa. Okay.
He's gone. What's
Yep.
up, Lucy?
That Starlink acting up on me again, I guess. Hey, we got in the chat. How you doing, Good to see you.
Heard his name, dude. Said, that's Sly Shy said my name. Let me go see what she's talking about.
I'm gonna say I don't remember us saying it 3 times though.
I think I did. I think I said it twice and you said it once.
Could be.
Yeah. So I'm back in the street again. I forgot something. I gotta go back and get it. It's getting hot out here. It's supposed to be 80 something today.
Yeah. I'm not sure what today's supposed to be like. Yesterday it was cold in the morning, afternoon, man. It was really hot out.
It
And of
was
course,
like
I started to go try to do stuff outside when it was hot. So I only spent about a half hour out there, and I'm like, it's too hot out here.
yeah. It was breezy this morning, a little chilly. Now it's still breezy, but the sun is out.
Yeah.
I can see the sun today. I can see it. I can feel it. Whatever, what you call it? Whatever glass that they got on the sun today.
Right.
You know, they got them different glasses. You know what I'm talking about, right? What you call it?
Oh yeah.
Not the microscope, but the lens. They got the different lenses. I think that they could put in front of the sun and make it, whatever the way they want it to be. That's my opinion.
Well, there's a lot of people that believe that it's not a sun, it's a sun generator.
To who?
A sun generator?
All right, what's a sun generator?
Well, from what I understand, it's a man-made sun, basically, and like you said, they have lenses in front of it to make it do different things, basically. Uh, I find it very interesting. I'm not sure if it's true or not. My biggest thing is I know when I was a kid, the orange was yellow. I mean, the sun was yellow, orange, or red. It was never this white stuff that we always see up in the sky nowadays. You're muted.
I'm sorry. It's not yellow like it used to be. You're right. The sun used to be, you could look up at the sun and it was yellow. Even on the eclipse, whatever, um, you would see the color.
Right.
I believe it's pink.
Well, back in the day, it kind of was a pinkish color, almost, pinkish red type at times. But like I said, there was never, I can't remember any time the sun was ever just white.
Me neither.
And it's always white now. I have, I have never seen, I haven't seen color in the sun for probably 20 years or more.
Um, hmm, I don't know. I haven't. I guess I stopped paying attention.
Right,
Far as color is concerned, but I do remember, like you're saying, even the sun crest when its sun would go down, you would see the orange,
right,
right? So that's what you're talking about, right?
right. Or I
Yeah,
mean, even the full sun itself would be completely orange.
right.
Or you get that orange aura around it like you're talking at sunset,
Yeah,
but
sun.
none of that happens it's always white.
Yeah, that's
And
that's.
to me, that
Go ahead.
uh, I would think indicate that it's man-made somehow.
Well, NASA's man-made.
Well, like you're saying, maybe putting these filters or lenses or something in front of it to change things.
Yep,
Uh,
that's what I believe.
and it could have something to do with all the modification they're doing to E
Change
everything, basically, yeah,
to change the weather,
right.
so we can believe in the climate change and all that bullshit.
So what do you think? Do you think the planets are real or not real?
I don't think they're real.
What do you think we're seeing?
I don't think. All right, I, I'm gonna say what Dave said. I think NASA is Disney for adults.
I can understand that, but what do you think we're seeing up in the sky if they're not planets?
They're I mean, we can't. Can you can see planets up in the sky?
But that's what I'm asking. Do you think what we're seeing in the sky is real? Do you think
I'm
it's a real planet or do you think it's a
and I'm,
hologram or
and I'm asking you, can you see planets in the sky?
I've seen what I thought was a planet, what I was told was a planet.
And I'm gonna ask this question again. Have you seen planets in the sky?
I believed I have.
Or or what you was told, like you just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen planets in the sky?
I'm guess I'm not getting where you're trying to go.
Answer the question. Have you seen planets in the sky?
I thought I did. I said I believe I have.
What planet did you think you saw in the sky?
Saturn,
How
Jupiter,
how did you
Venus,
how did you see Saturn?
telescope.
You had a telescope and you looked and you thought you saw Saturn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hmm. Hmm.
And Erm says you're talking about me. Ha ha funny.
Yeah, I was talking about you, Ern, but wait, let me get back to this planet. Larry said he think he see, right? Because see, all the stars are supposed to be planets, aren't they?
As far as I know, there's a difference.
Mm. What's the difference? I mean, because all I known is stars was supposed to be planets lining up and all of this, that, and the other. That's
Then
not.
if that's true, how come a star looks like a star and a planet is round?
You think that? So you think the Earth is round too, huh?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I haven't been able to look at the shape of the earth. I've been able to look at the shape of other things that are in the sky.
Uh huh.
Some people are saying the planets we're seeing, the reason we believe it's round is because we're looking at it like a plate.
Right. So what? So, but I'm still saying, you said you saw Saturn. Like, what did it look like?
Basically, like they say it does. It's a round ball with rings around it.
Could they be put? Could they be?
You're breaking up.
Could they be like the sun? Like we see the sun in the sky? Like the sun, you know,
What about
planets.
the?
Just
You're
like you
breaking up.
see, just like you see the sun. Hold up, I don't understand. All right. Just like you see the sun in the sky, right?
Okay.
Could you be thinking you seeing the planet in the sky as well?
In what they call space.
Right. How do you know that was Jupiter? How do you know that was a planet?
I know it looked like a sphere with rings around it.
But how do you know it was a planet?
It's big.
How do you know it was a planet?
I guess what I've been told what a planet looks like. Hang on, I got to get Buster.
I say you understand my question, Ern? How does he know what he saw through the telescope was a planet? How does he know that? And the only thing he can go by is what he was told, right? We are told a lot of stuff, but how do we really know? That's kind of where I'm going. Because that's why they sell telescopes, right? So we get into our imagination, so we can believe what they want us to believe. Because there are planets and they're round. So that's why they want us to believe that the earth is round, right? Because the planets are round. And if I walk around the earth, if I walk around the earth, still walking on flat land, I believe that I'm still flat while walking. I ain't fell over nowhere. If it's round, I believe if I get to the edge, I'm gonna fall. Where's the edge? If it's round, there has to be an edge. Where's the edge? That's all I'm saying. So, all right. I had to come back and get something. And I think I'm going to go home and eat. Stop with Larry a little bit longer, buddy. A little bit longer, Larry.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, you're bad.
We have Laws in the chat.
Who?
How you doing today, Laws? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day.
Hello.
So,
Brother.
what are those things you're in the sky that you're seeing? What do you think they are? You think they're all stars?
I don't know what they are, Larry. Really. I mean, I was
Okay.
told. I was.
Right.
I was taught that they were stars. I was taught that a man went to the moon. I was.
Well, the moon thing's something completely different, I feel, but
Say it
I
again.
don't think we ever went there myself also.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We were told those things, though, right? We were taught those things, though, right?
Right.
Were we taught that there were planets up in the sky?
Correct.
Have
But the
you
thing
ever
is, like I'm
planted
saying,
it?
how come some look to appear to be round and others look like stars?
They can put any symbol in the sky to make you believe what it is, Larry.
They could do what? I'm sorry.
Put anything in the sky to make you believe what it is, Larry. Reflection.
So you think they put all these things in the sky? Is that what you're saying?
I believe they're reflections, Larry.
Well, if they're reflecting, they have to be reflecting an object to reflect it.
Yeah, yup. NASA, yup.
But they've always been there. They're way before NASA. There's been astrology people put them up on maps. That's how we learned to sail the seas is by the stars and the planets and all that.
Who teaches that stuff, Larry?
So how do you think they got across the oceans?
Sailed across it.
But they had to have some way to navigate.
Okay, east, northwest,
So
compass.
how
Okay.
do you know what's north and at nighttime or east or west?
Still, there's a way you can build your own compass to tell you which way north, east, and south and west is.
A compass will only tell you north.
No, I'm sorry. That's maybe the way you're standing is why you only see north.
A compass will only point towards due north. That's the object of a compass. Because once you know where north is, you supposedly know where south, east, and west is.
If I pulled up a compass right now and I stood this way, it would tell me I'm going east or west, right? If I
Right.
pulled a compass out and turned this way, the compass would tell me I'm going east. If I
No,
turn
the
this
compass will always point towards magnetic north.
I, I,
You
I
could be facing whatever direction you are, but that compass will always point towards magnetic north.
I can't agree with that, Larry. Then you would always fuck laws.
I could grab a compass right now and show you. It will always point.
But that's where you are, Larry. That you can't say that about where I am. Like if I went and got a compass, it's not. It's and I mean I could pull a compass up on my phone. It's not. I'm walking this way. It's not going to say I'm going north.
It's going to point towards magnetic north always. One end of the compass has
One
like
end.
a
One
marker on
end.
it.
What you saying? That one end that got the star on it, whatever, that's going to
Right.
point north. But the other needles, when I'm walking a certain way, are going to point the way I'm walking.
No, it only a compass has 2 points, a north and a south. The other point is on the opposite end of the other. So if you're pointing towards if the compass is pointing towards north, it's going to point the other point's going to be south.
Right, exactly. And if I turn east and west, one point is going to point east and the other one is going to point west.
No, it's going to always point north.
Oh my God, Larry.
The reason it points towards north all the time is because of the magnetic.
I
The,
understand.
the needle is one magnetic pole which attracts to supposedly our magnetic uh,
Okay, I understand that part, Larry, but we're talking about navigation. We're talking about when you're navigating, like if I'm lost and I pull out my compass, it's going to tell me you're walking west. It's going to show
oh,
me
it's
north,
not.
but it's
You're
the
going to know you're walking west by which way's north. Even law says nope, it only points north.
so why is there four things on the compass?
There's 4 directions, but there's only 2 points on your compass.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, it's still points no matter what. It points, right? I
There's
don't
2
know.
points.
I'm getting
There's
it,
2 points. Like I said, you have a point on opposite ends.
right?
Your north side's gonna always point north, and your south side's always gonna point west.
Right?
By knowing what north and south is, you're gonna know what east and west is.
How do you know if you don't see it? Like,
The
how am I?
compass will point to it,
That's what I just said.
but it will always point north. It will not point any other direction.
I'm still not understanding that. I'm not understanding that. I mean, I guess because of what I was taught. I never was taught that the compass only had one needle direction.
Were you ever in Boy Scouts Girl Scouts or anything like that?
Say it again?
Were you ever in Girl Scouts or anything like that?
No.
Oh, well, they teach you that in Girl Scouts. You learn how to.
All of that stuff is still somebody else teaching it, Larry. That's not, you know what I mean? That's still somebody else teaching it. How do we know it's fact?
Because you can see the way the compass operates.
Uh, uh, uh,
I'm looking for it right now. I'm pretty sure it's in this drawer.
I'm not getting.
Drawer is bad too. This is my junk drawer. It's got everything in but the kitchen sink in there. It might even be in there.
I'm not getting. So,
Of course, I don't see it now. Damn it. Let's see here. I'll do this. Huh, that ain't right. Huh. Of course, now I can't find anything, damn it. That's loud, isn't it? Yeah, I can't find it now, of course. That bugs me. Anyway,
so the main needle is facing north. You're right.
I'm sorry, what?
The main needle does face north.
Correct.
When you hold in the compass, you're holding it north. It's facing.
Right.
You're right. Let me see though. What the fuck? I want to do that. Oh man, this gave me goddamn ads and shit. I don't want no ads. This one ain't working, Mary. I'm trying to find another one. Hold on, Larry. Hold on, buddy.
Not a problem.
Oh shit. Wrong thing. All right, hold up. Let me see. Graham, stop whining.
Uh,
No, because he be whining like whining.
um,
Yo, stop whining. Please. What is you whining about? God. That's what he do when he wants attention. Sound like some of these other whiners I be hearing when he in these YouTube streets. I can't find my Play Store. Oh, I found it. Okay. Bill Compass. Bill Compass. Two Compass. Okay. We're gonna try True Compass. See what happens. That damn Tempe, man. You use Tempe? Tempu?
I'm sorry, what?
Tempu.
Uh, I've done it a few times.
Yeah, they keep sending me notifications about stuff. Shop.
That damn moose.
Yeah, I got it. I got it too. I just spent almost $200.
Oh shit. My grandson actually got some clothing from there. He said it was like $6 for like 3 pieces of clothing, and it was actually not. It looked really nice, and the material felt pretty good.
Yeah, I got a bunch of T-shirts and stuff from.
Yeah, this was like an outfit, like sweatpants, a shirt, and a sweat coat, all matching or whatever. And he said it was like I don't know something dirt cheap, $6 or $8. Like I said, it actually looked really nice.
Yeah, I don't think they're cheap clothes. I just think you all these freaking ads, man.
And he got. He said it only took like I think 2 weeks or something to get to him.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it says on mine too. All right, well, Larry, this
Laz wants me to ask you about the North Star.
what about it?
I guess he wants. That's all he said. I guess he wants to know if you think it exists or real or not real or I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
I see the star all the time, right? I don't know if it's real though.
But like I said, the hardest part I have understanding about. I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk about this NASA thing and all the different things they're doing. But my point is, these stars and planets, or whatever you want to call them, have been up there for thousands of years. We have maps and shit, and you
We
know,
don't have nothing. They wrote that stuff. They created that stuff. We don't have shit. Have you ever been to space and wrote out and mapped out the stars and the moons and the you
well,
know?
you couldn't map it from space. You have to map it from here because you have to get the right perspective. But that's how they traversed over the seas is by the stars and stuff.
Yeah, but that's what just like the Bible. Come on, Larry. Everything in the Bible ain't even written. That's supposed to be in the Bible ain't even written. Come on, Larry. So everything that they sailed across the sea and wrote in a book, I'm supposed to believe it because they said they did it.
Well, it's obvious they did it if they came from one part of the world and came to another.
Come on, they said Christopher Columbus discovered America. Stop, Larry.
Well, we all know he didn't, but
Then how do we all know how we don't? How do we know that they sailed across the seas and came up with all this information? How do we know that? We were taught these things, Larry. They want us to believe one thing when it might be something else.
so you don't think anybody migrated from one part of the earth to another?
Yes, they did. It wasn't
Well,
round.
huh?
Yes, they did. But it wasn't
Okay.
round.
I'm it doesn't matter what the shape is. What I'm saying is if you believe
Migration, yes, migration started from one place to another. Yes.
okay, and didn't they have to sail the seas to do it?
I don't know how the fuck they did it, Larry.
Well, I mean that's our world is separated by the sea. They
Okay.
have to traverse the sea to get to the other place where they're wanting to get.
Okay.
So you got a sea that you can't see the end of. How are you gonna know which way to go besides a compass and or stars?
I believe a handheld tool is better than me looking up at some damn lights in the sky.
They used what was called a sextant.
Did you hear what I said?
That a sextant is a handheld tool,
Right. And I'd go with that before I look up in the sky and say, hey, follow that
but they
star.
used the sextant in conjunction with the stars in the sky.
Okay. Why are you trying to get me to believe it? I
I'm
don't
not. I wasn't trying to get you to believe anything. I'm just telling you
You're telling
the
me
way.
something that you learned, though. You're not telling me something that you experienced. You're telling me something that somebody taught you.
I've been on a sailboat where we've had to do that, though, also.
Okay. So tell me your experience then. Don't tell me about what you was taught. Tell me your experience.
But
You believe
that's what I'm saying is my experience is the same thing I was taught.
you was right. You believe so they taught you to look up in the sky and follow stars, right? You was taught that,
Okay.
right?
And I used that information, and from what we saw, it turned out to be true.
What turned out to be true? To follow the
That
stars?
you could navigate from the stars. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you had a tool that helped you do that, right?
He used the sextant just like they used to do in the old times.
Okay, so they used the sextant, and was that tool made to do that?
I believe so. I'm not
Yeah, thank you.
certain on that.
Enough said. A tool was made to make you believe. A tool was made to make you believe.
Okay.
A moon was made to make you believe. I'm just saying. The book was made to make you believe. The book was written to make you believe. I'm just saying. Picture of a white man with blonde hair and green eyes to make you believe. I'm just saying.
But how can you not believe if you've actually done it?
They made a tool to make you believe. You use that tool, right?
Okay.
And that tool made you believe, right?
No, it didn't make me believe anything. It showed me where I needed to go, where I wanted to get.
Okay, and did you get there?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it worked for you. I'm still saying it's a tool to make you believe. That's just my opinion, Larry.
But 1 plus 1 does equal 2.
Okay. That's what they told you.
Okay.
I mean, for real. Like, I mean, how do you know 1 plus 1 equal 2?
I know if I hold one thing in one hand and another thing in another hand, now I have 2 things.
Okay. That's what you was taught, right? How to do math, right?
So nothing's true? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say
I'm
nothing.
not understanding this part now.
I didn't say nothing was true. I just said I don't believe everything that they say.
Oh,
They,
I understand that totally, but what I am trying to say is even if you use somebody else's teachings, no matter what it is, if it turns out to be true, then
true
it's
for
true.
you. True for you because you tried it, because you did it. It might not be true to me.
But
It
you
may,
can't say it isn't either until you try it.
I can say what I want to say, Larry.
Yeah,
Remember?
I know.
Yes. Yes, I can.
What I'm trying to say is basically, and I'm not trying to point it at you, a person can't say this will not work if they haven't tried it for themselves. And if they try it for themselves, yes, it did work for me, but that doesn't say it's not going to work for you also.
Okay, what am I looking for in the stars? What am I using the stars for?
You can use it for a lot of things.
What am I? I'm talking about
I
me.
don't know. That'd have to be what you want to get that information.
That's what I'm saying. Why do I want to research information that I don't really believe in?
And I'm not trying to say you have to believe in it. I'm just saying people have used the stars for thousands of years to get directions by.
Used the Bible for thousands of years. People have used Catholic churches for thousands of years. What are you saying?
Okay.
Just because these things have been used 1,000 years, don't make it believable. They told us a man went to the moon. They showed pictures of it. That doesn't make it believable.
I understand that, but
I'm just saying they wrote stories in the Bible about trillions and trillions. Don't make it believable. They tell you planets are round. The earth is round. That doesn't make it believable because they said it and they did the stars and the mapping out the sky. That don't make it to be true. I mean, I understand what you're saying. That's what you was taught, though. That's why you was a Marine. They taught you that kind of stuff, right? Or was you a Boy Scout?
I wasn't in the service. I was a Boy Scout and an explorer.
Mm-hmm. And look what they did. You know, they made up these. They had all these things to indoctrinate you, to get you to believe what they want you to believe.
I can understand that with a lot of things, but at the same time, they taught me if I was lost out in the wild or in 30-degree below
Um,
zero weather, how to
let's
survive in it.
let me ask you this question. Yeah, they taught you that, but have you ever heard people being lost for days and weeks and stuff like that?
Well, of course.
Did they have that tool?
There's all kinds of ways in the forest you can figure out what direction you are just by looking at a tree and what side the moss grows on.
Have you heard people being stranded in nowhere for days and weeks? So if
Okay.
it's easy, you think people would be stranded for days and weeks?
I think they didn't know, like I'm saying, what side moss grows on the tree. I think they didn't know
Oh, are
which
we?
way the sun is.
You was taught that in the Marines or wherever you was. Where was they teaching that in school, Larry? They taught you that for survival in case you got lost in their war. Oh, I'm sorry. But for real, Larry, where did they teach us that look on the right side of the tree and you'll see the moths and you'll know you're facing east? Like where did they teach that at, Larry? They didn't teach us that kind of stuff. They
Oh,
taught you,
not in school, no.
right?
Not in school, yeah, they didn't teach us shit in school.
Hey, Larry, there you go. You got taught that special technique or whatever because of what service you was in, right? But if you was out on your own, would you know this shit?
Yeah, possibly, but I don't know because I only know the road I've been down and the road I've traveled.
And
I can't talk about another road I haven't traveled.
if you wasn't taught this stuff, where the service that you was in, would you know what moss or side of the tree north would be on?
I know where the sun sets. I know where it rises.
If you wasn't taught this stuff, would you know what direction to walk in? If you wasn't taught this stuff, would you know?
I believe with the sun, it's pretty easy because everybody tells you it rises in one direction and it sets in
Did you
another.
hear me say people have been lost for days in and days out because they didn't know what direction to go in? So you can't say the sun will guide you, right? You don't know. It's different for everybody, Larry. It's not the same. You was taught to look at the sun. You was taught those things, right? You didn't just was born and knew if I look up at the sun, I know which way to go, right?
Okay.
Was you? I mean, I'm asking you, was you born with that capability?
Well, no, of course not.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. We just gonna go in the woods and say, oh, let me look up at the sun and see the direction I need to go in. People get lost. People don't think that. People don't know that. Look up at the sun and get your directions. People don't know that. You was taught that, Larry.
I think it's common sense.
Huh? No, it's, oh my God. How is it common sense?
That's one thing they do teach you in school is where the sun rises and sets.
What does it teach you to get direction from the sun? Who taught you that? That's
If
not.
you know two directions, there's only two left.
I didn't wake up. I didn't know one day that if I got lost that the sun was going to save me. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Common sense, Larry. You have to be taught that. Am I right? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
I understand what you're saying.
I mean, you grew up knowing that. I mean, without anybody teaching you, you grew up knowing that the sun would direct you and keep you from getting lost. So is that what I'm hearing?
Like I said, I understand what you're saying to me, but so are we just supposed to not believe anything we're told? We're
No,
not supposed to utilize the information we get
I'm not
that we've
saying
experienced?
I'm not saying you're not supposed to believe it. You believe what you want to believe, right? But then you
That's what
also,
I'm saying. If you experience it for yourself and use whatever information you have been given and it turns out to be true for you, how
yeah,
can it not be true?
okay, it's true for you. I
I
wasn't
never said it wasn't true for you, though.
I wasn't born out of my mommy's coochie saying, okay, if I get lost, I know to follow the sun. Somebody had to teach you that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You said it's common sense. It's not common sense. You have to be taught those things.
Okay.
Do you understand where I'm coming from now? You said it's common sense. Like any dummy should know that.
I mean, I honestly see what you're saying to me, but at the same time, I feel it should be common sense.
Well, that's your feelings, but then you're saying that if people don't know that, they stupid.
Not stupid per se, maybe ignorant.
That's not being ignorant if I don't know that the sun's supposed to be able to lead me somewhere. That's not ignorant.
Okay.
But only know that is if I was taught that.
But haven't you been taught that?
I don't remember, Larry.
You don't remember that the sun rises in one direction and sets in another?
I just said I don't remember, Larry.
Okay.
Now, if I was to listen to you and researched it, right, then maybe so.
But then you're still being told.
But I'm researching to my understanding, not to Larry's understanding. I'm researching so I can find an understanding for myself. Then I can say, oh, maybe, this is what Larry was talking about. But I'm not going to just say,
That's exactly what I was saying, though, is I have found out it's true. I never said it would be true for you also. You have to experience that and find out for yourself if it is true for you.
I don't want to. How about
That's
that?
fine. If I implied that, I wasn't trying to, and I guess I said it wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do I have to? What is there for me to have to learn in the stars and all of that kind of stuff? Especially if I don't really believe in it. Right? You believe in it because you went into service and this is what they taught you. So you believe it works because you did it, right? They taught you how to do it. Like when I was in home ec, they taught me how to make eggs. I didn't know how to make eggs, right? Fluffy, nice eggs, till I went to home ec. Get it?
Right.
So I had to be taught. I didn't know anything about man going to the moon until I was taught. Right? I didn't know anything about moons and stars and stuff until we was taught. Till they gave us that model. And that's what it is. It's a model.
Oh, yeah, I understand that.
Who knows what's really in space? Who? Nobody.
Right.
Nobody really knows anything about the planets and all of that. They just make up stories like the Bible. The Bible was got as a guideline for life to learn how to live, but it also had interesting stories for you to believe in. Like you believe that Jesus Christ is white fair skin and blonde hair with green eyes. And that's geographically impossible. But people will argue and say, yeah, you're wrong. I'm wrong. Just like I can argue and say you're wrong, right?
Says Sly, you're saying people have to be taught, but if we're not forced to go to school and learn all these things, do you think we would figure them out on our own?
Then, all right, so you're forced to go. You heard what you said. You're forced to go to schools, right? And that's up to your parents for you to be forced to be learn that shit, right? Because if your parents kept homeschooled you and taught you, then you probably would learn some different stuff and not what they want you to know. Because see, you're indoctrinated to believe what they want you to believe, so we can have these discussions, so we can debate about them and be in division about them, right? So that's why school was there, so they can teach you what they want you to believe, right? That's why the Bible was written, because they wanted to teach you what they wanted you to believe, right? That's why we have these service, Air Force, because they teach you what they want you to believe, right? You got the scientists saying it's around Earth, but they don't want to, stand and listen to Dave explain why it might not be round. So I'm saying, if we don't go to school and learn these things, the next thing we got to do is think for ourselves and do research, right? And you say, okay, they said it's stars. But let me ask some people that might not believe in stars, right? So then I weigh both of them. But these people believe in stars and these people don't believe in stars. Then I start reading, finding out why they don't believe in stars and why they do believe in stars. And if the don't believers outweigh the believers, I'm kind of going with the don't believers.
Well, yeah, that's what I like to do too. I hear both sides of the coin and then try to assess what fits me and what I need. You know,
I mean, because you think about it. Why don't you see stars everywhere all the time?
they're up there, but they get blocked by our light.
What light in the dark? What light?
Our street lights, our city lights, our building lights
Hey, Larry, stop
block.
it. Stop it. Did you really just say the street lights keep us from seeing the stars in the sky?
Uh,
The street lights
Haven't you ever been up in the mountains?
the street lights ain't that tall. We ain't talking about the mountains. And the mountains is different. Ain't no fucking street lights in the mountains.
That's what I'm trying to say. Up in the mountains, you can see millions of stars. In the city, you can't.
In the city, I've seen stars in the sky, Larry. It had nothing to do
But
with
not
you.
as many.
In the city, no, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
What
what
does it matter? Why does it matter if it's city or mountains? Why does it matter? Stars should be in the sky, right?
the stars are still in the sky. You just cannot see them because of all the light that is emitting from the city. Yes, you can still see some stars at some times,
The
but you
lights aren't
cannot see
that
as many stars in the
high.
city that you can up in the mountains.
The lights are not that high where you can look up into the black sky and not see stars. The lights aren't that high, Larry. The
Does
lights aren't that
you don't have 300-foot tall buildings?
not in the communities, Larry. In the center city, center city, all the there.
That's
Yeah,
what I was saying.
is
In the
we
populated city, you cannot see the
talking about where, but you said buildings.
correct.
That big buildings is what you said.
Correct. They help not
Talking about in the neighborhoods, in the residential blocks, so they keep the stars away from us. The light out the
in
street
the
light.
residential area, you can see more stars than you can in the city.
And I'm telling you that I don't see stars like I used to anymore. Just like you don't see the orange sun anymore, right?
And
That's
you
what
don't think the pollution has anything to do with that, or the shit they're spraying in our skies and
I used
all
to
that
see.
other shit?
I used to see the stars in like 3 years ago. I saw the stars.
That's
Last,
what I'm saying. You don't think all the stuff they're spraying in our skies and all this other shit that has something to do with us not be able to see?
how about no, no, no. I'm
So you
sorry.
think all these chemicals they're spraying in our skies is not preventing our vision at all?
No,
How can it not when they're doing heavy metals and all that other shit in our skies?
I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see
You've
it.
never seen a chemtrail?
During the day, Larry. I don't see that shit at night, Larry.
Does that mean it still doesn't happen? And does that mean that
Oh, if I can't,
chemical isn't still
man,
there?
I can't talk about what I don't see, Larry. I only can talk about what I can see with my own eyes. I can't talk about what you see. I can only talk about what I see.
But what I'm not saying that. What I'm asking,
I don't see chemtrails at night. I see them during the day.
correct.
I
But
don't
what
see chemtrails. At night, I see airplanes. I don't see chemtrails.
Okay, but don't you think those chemtrails are still lingering up in that sky even at nighttime?
Not the entire sky. No, I don't. No, I don't believe that.
Have you never seen a chemtrail take over the entire sky?
No, no, I haven't.
Oh, I have many times.
Okay, that's
I mean, as
probably
far as my
that's
son's even got a film of it where they did it right above his house
and
where these
that's probably why your ground is so hard and you can't grow. You know what I mean? You got to go through so much to grow shit. You know, because that's what they plan was. Certain geographic areas they want to keep you from doing what you need to do to be happy. You know, poison your animals, poison your ground. You know, make it hard for you to live.
but if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it everywhere, aren't they?
No, no, no. Not if they have an agenda. We like the city. We don't have a lot of stuff where we're space where we can grow food and have land with cows, and we don't have that.
Okay. But they still spray in the city, right?
If we want to grow food, we got to go buy dirt. We got to go buy little things to build to keep our stuff safe. We got to do a lot.
I understand that, but they're still spraying in the skies though everywhere, correct?
I don't know that.
From what I've seen, they are.
How can you see everywhere from where you are?
Videos.
You believe those videos?
When I know the people, most of them, yes. If I don't know them personally, I'll take it with a grain of salt because we've all seen, how these videos can be manipulated.
Just kind of pondering on that a little bit.
I'm sorry, what?
Said I'm just pondering on that a little bit. Just,
Oh,
I'm just like I said. I never, once I started uh paying attention to the lies, it's like it's hard to pull the wool over my eyes.
well, yeah, that's understandable, but I think the hardest part is even like you were saying, get that information for yourself. But the problem is is that information you're getting is true or not also?
And for me, I can only get this to the younger people. For me, it don't even matter no more. I'm 60 years old, so you know, the clouds, the stars, the moon, whatever.
Right, it's not gonna change anything for us and, the way we live, that's correct. I mean, as far as I feel, either's the shape of the Earth. To me, I don't really care what shape it is. I'm here, I have to deal with what's important to me. Making the Earth round, is it gonna affect my life, I feel in any way? Making the Earth flat, is it gonna change my life in any way?
All right, can I say something about that?
Sure.
None of these things are supposed to. None of these things are. Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to make it change your life, right? Um,
Correct.
these discussions are to bring awareness. These discussions are to help point out facts and lies.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not, you know, get when they start talking about the flat Earth or the round Earth or whatever. You kind of, with me, I kind of reflected, or I kind of look back at, yo, all this time we were lied to. You know, all this time we were lied to. We were lied to about a lot of stuff. One thing is amazing.
You got your YouTube open, Wolf Lady.
I don't have nothing open now.
That's better. Nope, I still got an echo.
At me?
No, I think it's Wolf Lady. Now they're both gone. Oh, shit. Too funny. Well, okay, here's one back. Welcome back. You're muted.
Thank you. Hey, where'd she go?
You guys both got booted or something at the same time.
I left.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is there she is. You guys both got booted or something at the same time.
I put myself out accidentally.
Yeah, I
You
left
hit that
so
old
that
back
way,
button, huh?
you know.
I think they have those buttons way too close to each other because I've done that quite a bit too on my phone where you go to hit one thing and you hit that back button and you end up booting yourself out of the room.
I couldn't have it for the past couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Sly?
Hello.
Hi.
How
How
are
come
you?
it looks like you don't have a shirt on?
I do.
Oh,
I
you
have
got
to take.
thin straps.
Yeah, I got a spaghetti strap tank top on. I wouldn't do that with other people on here. I had to
Well, I
get
didn't
Sly.
think you did. I'm just letting you know what it looked like at that moment in time.
Yeah, I just had to throw that in there for Sly.
You and Dirty Larry always, always, always want to share your little behind the scenes secrets and shit.
Nah, nah, just a little bit for you, Sly. Oh, she's frozen. Am I frozen?
No, you're not.
Oh, Sly. Come on.
So anyway, you're up earlier today.
Yeah, Gina's due.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
You said she's coming over to help clean.
yeah.
I forgot.
Yay. Yay, yay, yay. You
Yeah.
know, it's my favorite fucking thing to do. But
You
Sly's,
need to do what I've been doing, getting rid of some shit.
She's gone. Yeah, I do. And today I'm gonna have a bag ready to put some of those clothes in that I don't need.
Yeah. And then
So
you're gonna give them away or try to sell them.
I'm gonna try and actually sell them.
Yeah.
Could use the money, you know.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's gonna have to be when I'm back from Vegas because I I have to be here or wherever I post it for.
Right.
You know, either your house or theirs or something. You know
Or
what I
you could
mean?
just do both and let you know,
I don't think it lets me.
you could do, I believe, 2 different ads if nothing else.
Well, I'd rather just do one ad, remove it if I come to your place.
Yeah.
So, and then repost it or something. I don't know. So, um, you know, but I guess Sly's gone.
So
I was just
anyway, like I was saying, if you really wanna go up to Fall Creek, you need to get here as early as possible because that place fills up pretty quick.
yeah, that'd be kind of nice to do that for my birthday. That'd be really
Uh,
nice.
like, I don't know, earlier the better. Because I've been up there as early as 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's been all full.
Oh yeah. These days, yeah,
I was
you have
almost thinking of
somewhere at
maybe
like.
I was almost thinking of maybe getting all my batteries together and riding up there on my scooter and getting us a spot,
Mm,
but I'd have to be stuck up there all day.
well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't make you do that.
Well, I'm
You
not
know.
saying you'd make me. I'm saying I've done that kind of stuff before. Like when we used to go up there when I was with Sheila, she'd be working or whatever, and I'd go up during the day when she was working to get a spot. But then I had a vehicle, so it was a little easier, so I could, bring everything we needed or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, are you gonna bring a tent stuff too? Or are we gonna stay there? Or are we just gonna go for the day or what?
I was thinking just for the day, baby.
That's fine. I just was wondering. But like I
Um.
said, even if all the spots are full up at Fall Creek, we could wander around the woods up there, and then if you wanted to get in the water or whatever, we could go back to Dexter. And Dexter and Fall Creek are pretty close together. I think
Well,
Fall Creek. I'm not sure, but I think Fall Creek actually goes into Dexter Lake,
okay.
which
Okay.
to me it kind of makes sense because they're like I said, pretty close together.
Yeah.
The
So,
only thing with
we're going into
Dexter,
a lake. So,
is I know they've had that blue algae a few times, so we have to make sure that that's not happening.
look it up online. You might be able to
That's what
find
I'm
it on.
saying. Before we decide to, go in there or whatever, we'll have to make sure we do that.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I'd like to cleanse my necklaces. It's something I like to do in a body of water. I've done it in as little as Moose Creek, you know, when
Yeah.
it was hardly running. It doesn't really matter, but it's nature's water,
Right, right, right,
and that's the important thing.
right,
It's not in a bathtub or sinks or something. It's nature's water.
right.
So
Well,
anyway,
we're a lot of that water is just recycled poop water, so
yeah.
you didn't know that
What?
that they purify our shit water?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's been 2.5 hours, and it looks like I gotta work on a window, figure out why it's not going up because there's something in my driveway. So I
What
think
are
you
you
get
talking
the hint.
about?
Who did you just tell the other day that I could look at their
Oh,
window?
oh, sorry. I meant
Don't
to
be
do that
sorry.
when I was there too.
Do what?
I meant that when I was there too,
Oh,
to help or whatever. But okay, sorry.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We'll talk to you later. I love you. Have a
Love
great day and always a better tomorrow.
you. Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
That's right.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.